death.
Welcome back, guys, to another Clash Royale video. Today we have another episode of my Clan Royale series where I showcase some replays from my fellow clan members. In this battle here, on the bottom from my clan, we have Gaming with Brandon facing off against a level 12 on the top there who has all max level cards, and Brandon is a free-to-play level 10 player, so this is going to be a pretty big uphill battle. Now Brandon is doing pretty well right now. He's currently sitting at about 3,700 trophies using this unique giant balloon Goblin barrel deck. Now right here, he's coming on the right hand side with a giant push with the minions in the back for support. Now thankfully the fire spirits all attack the giant, saving the minions in the back, but unfortunately his opponent has the Zap spell available to take out that Goblin barrel. So far we're about a minute or so into this battle, and Brandon's opponent has a pretty big damage lead. I mean, take a look at how much health are on those level 12 towers, sitting at 3,346 health, and even though Brandon's tower on the left hand side is 100% full health, it only has 2,786 health on it. So like I said, this is a pretty big uphill battle. Now right here, his opponent's coming with that level 13 Royal Giant. Thankfully for Brandon though, his opponent did just waste his fireball on that princess moments earlier, so the barbarians were able to take out the Royal Giant pretty quickly. But take a look at how much damage that level 13 Royal Giant does in only a couple hits, bringing that tower all the way down to 850 health. Fire spirits taking out all those barbarians. So once again, Brandon is in a huge health deficit so far in this battle. Ballooning going down with the arrows going down as well to take out the minions. So right here, Brandon has a pretty successful push going on with the giant up front, the balloon in the back, as well as the fire spirits. Now unfortunately for him, his balloon is only level 4, which against a level 12 crown tower is actually pretty underpowered. By tournament standards, a level 12 crown tower balances against a level 7 balloon. So if that balloon was equal level to the crown tower, Brandon would already have the 1 crown lead, but unfortunately that's just not the case in this battle. Now Goblin barrel going down, getting a couple stabs off, and actually giving Brandon the 1 crown lead so far. So really good use of a 3 elixir Goblin barrel right there to do over 500 damage on a tower. Now Brandon's tower is sitting at 258 health. Down goes the fireball, even able to score to 1 crown apiece. But that gives Brandon the opportunity to go in with a super aggressive giant balloon push because he knows his opponent is pretty short on elixir, and as a result, he's able to bring that tower on the left hand side all the way down to less than 2,000 health. So really good push right there. Now what are the downsides to facing off against a Royal Giant user when you've already lost a tower? It is actually extremely hard to defend because all we have to do is just drop down the Royal Giant and it immediately targets your tower, getting a bunch of damage on. And considering that Royal Giant is level 13 and how much damage it does per hit, Brandon is going to have to make some magic happen in order to win this battle. Now right here, Giant going down to distract the tower with the Goblin barrel going down as well. And take a look at how much damage those goblins do before the Giant even makes his way to the tower, giving Brandon the 2 crown lead. Barbarians going down, taking out the Royal Giant with only 1,200 health left on his tower, giving Brandon the 2 crown victory over somebody with max level cards. Let's go ahead here to the next replay. So here we are, guys, on the bottom from my clan. We have He Who Knows as a level 10 facing off against a level 12. And this battle here actually pushed him above the 3,700 trophy mark as a level 10 player. So definitely doing a pretty good job here. Now he's going to do a slow push on the left hand lane with a level 8 giant. Now his opponent is using a traditional minor cycle deck with the princess and the furnace and stuff like that. So right here, princess is coming up. He Who Knows is going to go ahead and use the Ice Wizard to counter the Princess, and he's also going to be able to counter those level 12 Goblins with the Ice Wizard, although he does use the Zap spell for some reason, which looking back at it probably wasn't necessary. But take a look at this, Ice Wizard taking out that level 3 miner, and then the minions with the Ice Wizard are able to take out that level 9 mini P.E.K.K.A. So now he doesn't have to worry about a counter push as well, and he also has a pretty decent elixir advantage because of it. So right here, he's starting out with a slow push with the Sparky way in the back behind his King Tower. His opponent has a princess down, but down goes the arrow to kill that princess and also finish off the furnace. So definitely not doing too bad here. We're about a minute or so into this battle, and He Who Knows has a decent elixir advantage. Sparky going up here with the giant up front. Now his opponent makes a pretty big mistake there, using that Zap spell, expecting the goblins to be able to go in there, taking out the Sparky. But of course the giant was down in front, protecting the Sparky from all those goblins. But unfortunately for He Who Knows, the giant is only level 8, and as a result dies pretty quickly to that tower as well as the furnace. Now right there, the Sparky taking out the furnace in one shot, but unfortunately it's just no match for that level 12 crown tower, and as a result it doesn't get any damage into the tower. If that Sparky was to an equal level of the crown tower, he would have got one shot off, and He Who Knows would have a decent damage lead so far in this battle. Now right here, both players are going to sit back and start building up the elixir once again, and he who knows is going to start setting up another Sparky push on the left-hand lane, dropping it down behind the King Tower. Now whenever you're using the Sparky, it's pretty much always ideal to drop it behind your King Tower, because that way it gives you enough time to build up a bunch of elixir and set up a strong push. Now right here, Giant going down to distract the bomber from the tower, so we have a pretty decent Giant Sparky push going on. Furnace going down trying to protect the tower. Now pretty interesting location with that Furnace. Normally you want to place it down in the middle of a base to extend the total length that the Giant takes to get to your tower. And right here, Giant going in there, taking out the Furnace with the Sparky in the back for support. Ice Wizard as well, but unfortunately for he who knows, his opponent does have the Zaspel ready with those level 12 fire spits as well as the Bomber, and the Sparky isn't able to do any damage to the tower. And right here, he has a pretty big counter push to worry about, but he defends it pretty well with the minions as well as the Zaspel, taking out the mini picket before it makes it to the tower, and all he has to worry about is that level 3 miner getting a little bit of chip damage to the tower. And right here, a slow push once again with that level 8 Giant on the left hand lane. We're about to hit the overtime period here. Now once again, his opponent using that Furnace in an interesting location right in front of the tower instead of using it in the middle of this base, which I think would be the best location. So Sparky right there, charging up, Ice Wizard in the back for support, taking out the mini picket here in a quick second. Barbarian's going down on the right hand side to hopefully take out the Princess, and he who knows is doing an excellent job here of putting on some split lane pressure and keeping his opponent in a defensive position, and that way his opponent has no chance to do anything offensively. So he who knows is controlling this entire game. Right here, minions going in there, taking out the Bomber, another Princess going down, but he who knows is setting up another Sparky push on the left-hand lane. There's only 35 seconds left, but take a look at this. The Sparky taking out that miner in one hit, and in just a few moments here, this is going to be the push that ends the game. So Sparky making her way up there, Giant going to go down in front to protect it from those fire spirits as well as that Bomber. Ice Wizard going down for support. Now right here, there is literally nothing his opponent can do to defend against his push. He has too many troops on the field. Princess going down there, but the arrow's going down to take it out. Sparky clearing out everything in the Giant's path. And 8 seconds left, Sparky getting it hit off with the Giant finishing the tower off, giving he who knows the 1 crown victory over somebody 2 levels higher. Let's go ahead here to another replay. So here we are, guys, on the bottom from my clan. We have King Chris facing off against Why So Serious. Level 10 versus level 11 here. But the reason I wanted to show you guys this replay is an advanced technique that Chris uses with this Giant Sparky deck that might help a lot of you Sparky users out there, where he's able to push one lane with a Giant as well as a Sparky, and also defend the other lane by using the Giant in the middle of his base to pull over all the oncoming troops into the opposite lane and into the range of the Sparky, taking them all out in one blast. So right here, Sparky coming up on the right hand side with a Dark Prince push in the left hand lane. Mini P.E.K.K.A going down as well, but watch what happens right here. Giant going down, pulling over the Dark Prince as well as the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Unfortunately, the Prince was a little bit too far behind, and as a result, it does make it to the tower, doing an insane amount of damage, bringing the tower all the way down to 300 health. But Chris is investing all of his elixir on the right hand side, trying to get that Sparky to the tower. It does manage to get one hit off, but unfortunately the guard's going down, taking it out. Now the tower there on the left hand side, sitting at 286 health, doesn't actually take any more damage throughout the entire rest of this battle, which is pretty impressive because he's facing off against a level 11 with 2 minutes left in this battle. So Prince coming in here, crossing over the bridge. Chris is going to go ahead and use the Goblins to distract it, and then use the Ice Spirit to freeze it, giving the tower enough time to finish it off without taking any damage to the tower. And Chris is going to sit back here and wait for his opponent to make the next move. Down goes a pump in the back right corner there. So as soon as Chris hits 10 elixir, he's going to go ahead and start setting up another Sparky push on the right hand side. So right there, the Sparky going down, doing a slow push, but his opponent is starting to set up another push here on the left hand lane with the Dark Prince as well as the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And take a look at this technique once again. Giant pulling over the Mini P.E.K.K.A. as well as the Dark Prince into the Sparky's range, and as a result, the Sparky is able to one-shot that Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the tower is able to finish off the Dark Prince, saving the attack timer on the Sparky. And Chris has a pretty decent counter push going on right here with the Barbarians up front, the Fire Spirits taking out all those minions, and the Sparky in the back. Now unfortunately, his opponent does drop down the Fire Spirits, but it doesn't kill the Sparky, and the Sparky is able to get one more shot on the tower, giving Chris the 1 crown lead. And with 50 seconds left, all he really has to do is defend the left-hand tower, and he should be able to hold up for the 1 crown victory, because his opponent doesn't actually have any high damage spells in his deck. So right there, Barbarians as well as the Fire Spirits coming in clutch, killing that Dark Prince as well as the minions. Now his opponent, for some reason, drops down another pump in the back left corner there. Pretty interesting decision. considering there's only 30 seconds left in the battle, and it takes almost a full minute to get all of your elixir back from a pump. And now watch this prince get completely annihilated from the Sparky in one shot, taking it out, Giant going down in front of the Sparky to protect it from the Dark Prince as well as the minions. And with 15 seconds left and his opponent having no high damage spells in his deck, this game is pretty much over. Giant going out there with the Sparky in the back for support. The guards go down, but the Fire Spirit's taking him out in a matter of seconds. Now a second Sparky going down, taking out that mini P.E.K.K.A. Anyways guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching guys, and we'll see you in the next video.